Thank you, Spotify, for hosting this week. All of my New York episodes are going to be filmed and recorded at Spotify Studios in Brooklyn. So thank you.
Brooklyn, represent.
And hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Two Hot Takes. I'm your host, Morgan. And today I'm joined by the lovely Bri and Grace.
What's up?
Thank you for having us.
Hey. I don't even want to try to pronounce last names. O'Malley's easy, but Bri, I'm going to be honest. I was going to stick to Chickenfry because...
That's okay. It's easier than it looks.
It's intimidating.
LaPaglia. Exactly how it looks.
That's not what I would have gone with.
People say LaPaglia. It's just LaPaglia.
If you want to go
You call me
Italian,
Pags. Yeah.
go LaPaglia.
Yeah, LaPaglia is how you're supposed to say it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. You just call me Pags, though.
Pags.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, nice.
Hey. Well, I love this. You girls have your own podcast. You started with Barstool, Bri, and blew up from hangover videos.
Yes, I was a hungover girl.
Still a hungover
Yeah, I'm
girl?
still hungover a lot. Yeah.
Shampoo effect today.
I'm hungover right now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'm glad you showed up because
Oh, I always show up. I can boot and rally like a motherfucker.
that's not me. If I'm hungover, I'm canceling.
Oh, me
I'm
too.
really flaky.
Depends if sometimes I wake up in the hungover mood where you're silly and goofy and I'm like, I
Love
could
that.
ride this till the day I die. Or I wake up and I'm like, I have kidney stones. So
Girl,
yeah. So it's either or.
I can't. You had 4, didn't you?
Still got 4 left in me in the kids.
You didn't do the surgery? You haven't
I
done
didn't
that
do
yet?
the surgery now because I'm going on vacation this weekend. So I'm like, I'd rather have fun on vacation and then do the surgery when I get back.
Oh my
Priorities.
God.
Yeah.
Why didn't they blast them with ultrasounds to at least try to break it up?
I went to the worst doctor in Manhattan, so it was he was not very helpful.
Yeah.
and I'm got to go see a different specialist.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but
Because
I'm
they
fine.
can do ultrasound to break it up and make
I
it
know.
easier to pass.
I know I got to do that.
Yeah, I saw
We'll
a lot
see.
of kidney stones when I worked in the ER. Real painful.
Yeah, real painful. Thought I was gonna die.
A lot of people say they're worse than childbirth.
I know. That's what the doctors kept telling me. I'm like, I don't want to hear that right now,
Yeah,
bro.
that's tough, too.
Please stop saying that.
Ooh. And Grace, you moved out here. Bri, how'd you move out here? You quit school.
Yeah, no. So it was COVID and Brianna was moving to New York for Barstool. And I was going to take the semester off from school. And I decided
Why not?
fuck it. Well, she said, do you want to move with me? And I said, yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I coerced her a little bit.
I
and then
didn't
she was
even
here.
think twice.
I love that. Spontaneous. And then you worked for DoorDash for a little bit. I heard that story. During the Super Bowl.
On foot. Yeah.
What were you why didn't you get a scooter or a bike?
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get to know the city on foot while getting paid.
It lasted a week?
I did it sporadically.
Okay.
She did 3 trips total. She did 3 orders total.
But when I did it, I was out all day. All day.
For that one order.
Okay, because that's the TikTok I think I saw. And I was like, you walked across, you had one order and it took you 3 hours to deliver the one order.
Mm-hmm.
What did the people say when you finally showed up with their food?
I'm just surprised they didn't cancel. I was, and when I got there, it was 12 flights of walk upstairs.
Oh,
So you walk up 12 flights, and I was just sorry. I'm sweating balls. It's the winter time.
You wanted to go in and chill with them.
Yeah. Oh, there was one Super Bowl day. There was some cool fellas, and I said, "Here's your chicken wings. May I also come in?"
Did they let you in?
No, I was too nervous to ask.
I mean, that'd be insane.
That's just crazy.
Hey, I just gave you chicken wings. Let me chill, bro.
But I've hung out with some Uber drivers before.
Yeah, Uber drivers are
We've
different.
let them in before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that. We literally have been going out in LA and our Uber driver was so chill. We're like, do you want to come to the bar with us? But then you get to a point where you're like, I kind of regret asking
Yeah.
because how do you get rid of them?
Yeah,
No.
you can't.
They'll stay.
Yeah.
Because they're done for the night. They have nothing else to do.
No, they're done
Yeah.
after that.
They're clocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple girls in college I knew used to hook up with their Uber drivers.
Free rides.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. I don't even know if they got them for free. I think they just
They
did
still-
it. Yeah.
Well, he got a free ride.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He got paid for the ride, actually.
He sure did.
God, yeah, the girls got a shit end of that deal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you girls are familiar with chaos and good times and just crazy things. So that's what I'm throwing at you today. These Reddit stories are just all across the board. I don't really have a theme.
I love that.
It's just to really entertain you guys and,
Okay. Yeah.
and get some good takes.
Okay.
Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so up first, this one is 9 months old, coming from Environmental Goal 943, titled, Am I the Asshole for Going Topless at a Nude Beach in Front of Friends? I was invited to a 3-day vacation with 3 of my girlfriends and their husbands, plus 2 of the husband's single guy friends. On the last day, we were exploring the city and came upon a beach. It looked nice, and there weren't many people overall, but I did see a few other women in the distance without tops on, so I felt it was clear to take mine off as well. It was great. Nobody else joined me, though. We all continued to talk and joke in a circle for a while, and I thought we were all having a really fun time. Then one of my friends said she felt sick, so we left abruptly early, and our conversation on the way back was basically uncomfortably silent, with the exception of low talking that I wasn't a part of, and some of the guys goofing around. Later that night at the main room, I find myself avoided by almost everyone until I'm confronted like it's an intervention by the 3 girls about how it was inappropriate for me to expose myself in front of their husbands.
Oh, dear God.
I was shocked and told them I didn't mean anything by it. They said, "Isn't it obvious that you just don't go around naked in front of your friends' husbands?" And we're like, quote, "Notice how you were the only one and you didn't wonder why?" This exploded into a further argument with me calling them insecure about their relationships until it all culminated eventually into them all saying they don't trust me to be a part of their friend group anymore. All I thought I was doing was enjoying myself at the beach, not exposing myself to their husbands. Am I the asshole?
Ooh, I feel like I could go so many different ways on this one.
Let's hear it.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's kind of weird if everyone keeps their clothes on and you're just like, let me get these titties out. Also, she must have a banging rack. I mean, these girls are pissed, right?
Dude, she's just tarps off Dolo?
Yeah, that's kind of just, you're fucking weird.
That's just weird.
Or then you could be like, you're free spirit, it's a nude beach, you're having fun. But I would never, she doesn't have a husband on the trip.
No.
Everyone's husband. All your buddies' husbands, and you just take your titties out. Seems like you're asking for some trouble.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. They're married. If they're uncomfortable with it, well, it's uncomfortable regardless. It's uncomfortable regardless. Right? But
picture Morgan just takes her tits out right here, and she's like, "Well, it's a nude place."
I feel like I'd be obligated to also take my top off. Like, oh, that's what we're doing. All right, sure.
I think she's kind of the asshole.
I don't know. I don't know anything about married life, but. Your wife's tits are your wife's tits, and then your wife's friend's tits are your wife's friend's tits.
I don't know if you're the asshole. Maybe you're just weird.
You're definitely a weird free spirit.
I think keep your tits in your shirt if everyone else has their tits in their shirt, and it's husbands, and it's like, if it was all single people, but it's just almost like awkward because you make it weird. It's like, hey, my tits are out, and then we're all sitting in a circle. Fucking Danny's looking at her titties, and it's like, dude, the wife's getting pissed, giving him the eyes, and it's like, I can't avoid the titties are in my face.
He's got a boner over there, trying to hide it with his beach towel.
And it's like weird.
He's him. Take yours off. Take yours off.
Yeah, and like, just like, guys are gonna look at your tits, so like, out of respect for your friends, maybe just keep them in your top.
Even the women are gonna look at your tits. If tits are out, I'm looking.
Like if you're just the only one naked, you're looking at them.
I'm looking.
Nipples to the eyes.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I guess I wouldn't have cared if like this is my friend group and my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have personally cared because like I know I have the nicest tits there. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
let's go.
Yeah. So it's like, it's good. If I would have been these girls, I would have joined in. I've always wanted to go to like a topless beach, not totally nude, got to keep the kitty covered, but I've always wanted to do.
Won't be out.
No
way.
No cooter on the beach.
No chance. I don't want to know what other people's labias look like.
And then you get sand up in there.
Well, no, it's.
No one wants a face full of meat, dick or pussy. No. Like, I don't want to see it
regardless.
Right now. Save that for the Uber ride home.
So I'm fine with the tits out. I would have taken this as my shot, like, oh, she's doing it? It's an open invitation. Let's go. Here's my chance. I don't want the tan lines anyways. So, but I get it, where like, it is a little unusual that your friend just like popped her top off, like unprovoked, like no conversation. And you're just kind of like, look over like, okay.
It helps a little for her that there are 2 single guys on the trip, or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe she was trying to finagle something with that.
Yeah.
Finagle. Yeah. Maybe she was trying to finagle.
You look like you're trying to juggle over there.
There's just no way. I always think I want to go to a nude beach, but there's just no way I could ever do that. I'm too
hate being naked.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm kind of a sex with the t-shirt on kind of girly these days.
Like Ariana.
Yeah, Tom came out and said that, and I was ready.
I paused my TV. I don't even watch the fucking show.
I don't watch the show either.
We just watched the reunion.
Yeah. We're texting each other like, this is fucking nuts, man.
I've only watched the TikTok clips. I haven't even dove into the full reunion. I'm only the TikTok.
It's
only
good.
part 3. Only part 3.
$3 on Amazon.
You have to
no
take
problem.
a Xanax. It's like really stressful. It's really
Didn't one
crazy.
of the guys pop a Xanax?
Yeah, he did in part 2.
Before Raquel came out.
And then they were all like, dude, you have a drug problem. He's like, dude, this is my prescription medicine. He thought it was going to be like a bit. Then they all started like scolding him for it.
I would have been like, can I have one?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Overall vote on this one. You want to take any guesses?
You know what? My guesses are going to be, so I think people want to say that she's an asshole, but everyone's going to say she's not an asshole because they want to be like, I'm above that. And like, I wouldn't care, but they would care. So I'm going to say, they're going to say she's not an asshole.
Asshole. Overall vote. So
All
your gut was right, though. You said asshole.
I think I would look at her as an asshole, maybe. Not an asshole, kind of just like a weirdo.
Do you think there's a feminist argument here?
There could be. I feel like you can make anything.
You can make anything a
you
feminist
can
argument.
I think it's just about boundaries too. And I had this thought in my head where I'm like, I watched Good Luck Chuck the other day with Dane Cook.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen more tits in a movie in my life. And you see stuff, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere. And the argument, it's like, well, you see it on TV. Why can't she just be open? Like, breasts aren't inherently sexual. Right? There's that argument with breasts not being sexual and they're over-sexualized.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's different when it's on TV versus right in front of you and it's one of your wife's friends.
I would say maybe she could have just asked her girlfriends, like, do you care if I take my top off?
Yeah, have the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, that's a friend.
I'm going to do it. And they'll be like, don't.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, all right, cool.
I think you're the asshole for not asking.
Yeah.
Because, if you care about your friendship, you would say, is this going to make it weird?
I think it's more so about the consent.
Yeah.
For sure. Top comment on this one. Yeah, I'm going with you're the asshole. You were with friends and probably should have asked if anyone wanted to join in. If not, maybe don't. And maybe leave the area. It's one thing to see strangers topless, but standing there topless in front of a group of friends who are not is kind of weird. Now, every time they look at you, they're going to remember the awkwardness.
Yeah.
And your
They're always going to see those tits.
Well, she's not getting invited to vacation again.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
That's an absolute.
But we do have a rebuttal here, and it's got a shit ton of awards. So you might actually really be onto something with the overall vote being you're the asshole, but I think people really came in strong, not the asshole too. So this one says, totally disagree. Going topless is perfectly normal, period. Not the asshole at all. Why should it be okay for men to take off their tops and not women? This is what women fought for in the 70s, equality. If your friends want to sexualize your breast, that's on them and totally uncalled for. But I must add that I'm European. I do believe people from the US are culturally more prude when it comes to women's bodies.
I'd agree with that too.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, hot take, everyone's saying breasts aren't sexualized. They are. They're like sexual things, especially here.
Yeah.
I think in the States more so.
Yeah.
I think when you go to Europe and there are a lot more topless beaches, whereas here, it's hard to find.
They're way cooler over there.
They are way cooler.
They've got it going on.
They're just progressive.
They've figured it out a lot in a lot of places.
Yeah.
They work 4 days a week.
I love it.
And they
Smoke
don't work during
cigarettes.
lunch.
Yeah.
Honestly, walking around Paris a couple weeks ago, I was like, what do these people do for work? Everyone is out at those street cafes, drinking,
Isn't everyone
smoking.
so good looking too?
So hot.
And
I've never felt hotter there.
Really?
I do
felt
not.
I would feel insecure there.
You will be fawned over. I'm telling you, I don't feel pretty in LA, at all. I live in LA, there's hot girls on every corner without makeup,
That's how we
walking
feel
around
here.
walking around in their workout fits. I feel like a 2 in LA. Paris, I felt like a fucking 11.
Oh, fuck
shit.
yeah.
Here we go.
These people were.
I feel like this is a hot take. I feel like people always say the opposite of that.
I was expecting people to be so mean to me in France
Yeah.
because you hear if you don't try to speak French, they'll fucking hate you. They won't talk to you. They won't take your order.
We've taken Paris off of our travel list because we've heard such bad things about it.
I will be Paris's biggest fucking hype girl. I had the time of my life.
I like this.
Time of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to Paris.
You
I
want
want
to
to feel
go?
like an 11.
I'll go again.
Dude, what the fuck? Let's
I'll go again. I got all the
Let's go.
spots down.
The only time I feel like
Down.
an 11 is in West Virginia.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It is a time. And we
shit.
went to this crazy club, Monsieur, or no, wait. Monsieur Blue is really good if anyone's going.
Okay.
Monsieur Blue. There's one club though, I'm forgetting the name, and I'll put it in the video, like on a text, whatever. But we went there and we had dinner at like 11:30. Like they're still serving food there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we start like, we're sitting down waiting for our table, and I look at my friend, I go, Alejandra, stand up. Like we need to make ourselves more known here. Like we need to be like in this, not like girls sitting in the corner.
Take your top off.
Take your top off. So we immediately stand up. As soon as we stand up, this guy comes over. He goes, do you want champagne while you're waiting? And I go, I fucking told you.
Oh my God, that's easy.
So, like that.
Wow.
So we get the champagne and I start talking to this guy. The most social I've ever been in my life, just trying to make friends over there. And I go, how long have you been working here? I've been the manager of this place for 13 years. I love it. Here's a picture of me and Mariah Carey last night.
Last night?
I'm like, I think Selena Gomez was there too.
No.
Oh, yeah, she was just over there.
I
Yeah.
want to see Selena in real life.
Same.
So
I'm
bad.
obsessed.
I've been keeping an eye out.
For Selena. Yeah. And so we ended up like getting tequila shots all night, like with these little sparklers, like go to the
fuck,
club
that's so
after. Vibes.
Well, let's go.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Us three have to go topless at the beach. It's a pact.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm in.
Yeah.
We could wear goggles.
I'm not taking my cooter
Yeah.
out though.
No way.
No kitties out.
Topless on three.
Okay, moving along. You guys, you've been on a big shroom kick lately, huh?
I can't stop.
My brain last night. No, yeah, the night. Oh, yeah. I went home. We've been on a shroom kick, but I went home and no one really does shrooms at home.
Yeah.
And I went to like my local bar. It was like my cousin's graduation party. And I'm walking around. I'm saying, anyone got shrooms? Anyone got
Did
shrooms?
someone help?
I got a drug dealer, and she went, she drove, she got me shrooms bar. Dude, I was walking around feeding this to parents. I was like, you know what? You have one life, guys. And they were all wasted. It was like the end of the night. I'm like, just do it. Just do it. I give
They
like
actually did
3
it?
dads, 2 moms, and then I
No
ate the rest
shit.
of the bar. Yeah. And I was walking around just like checking in on people. I'm like, how you doing? They're like, woo! It was great. Yeah. So I got the whole town doing shrooms. It was
That's
really
awesome.
fun.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's iconic.
It was fun. Yeah, we love shrooms.
Well, yeah, we could just get them. Like, I live right above a bodega. You just walk right in and say, shrooms, please. They
Yeah.
give you. We have chocolates. The chocolate shrooms.
bars. Yeah. It's epic.
Oh my God.
Do you
Are
like
they the
shrooms?
Kiva? Okay, so I've been like microdosing a little.
That's
I
fun.
haven't had my full-blown spiritual journey yet.
Yeah.
I've heard the first time, like you need to be in the right place, right time for the
do.
first
right
time.
people, don't be out in crowds.
Yeah.
Like be outside. We had a spiritual awakening
We sure did.
last week, I think. It was like the most every time we trip really hard, we say this is the hardest we've ever tripped, but last time was the most.
It was crazy.
I became the ground. She went skinny dipping by herself in the ocean because she thought it would change her life.
In the dark.
It was a
Okay.
lot.
There was no married men
Grace.
around.
Thank God you weren't that like shark attack girl. Like,
Oh, I know.
No, that was
Grace
me. The
O'Malley.
helicopters were looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had quite the time.
Yeah.
okay, so maybe don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Hey, shrooms are cool.
Yeah. They come from the earth, man.
Well, that's how I feel a little better
I know.
about them.
Me too.
You guys should start growing your own. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Mm.
A little
Oh,
botanical
Get
garden.
dirty.
Yeah, we're bad at things like that, though.
I can barely keep
Don't
house
have a green
plants.
thumb.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I gotta call my dad and tell him to water my plants.
Exactly.
Okay, so this next one, posted 4 days ago from Dangerous Strategy 94. Am I the asshole for getting high so my relatives don't try and pawn their children on me?
Ooh.
I live in British Columbia, and my family often hosts at our home because we live on a lake. However, I seem to always get roped into watching the kids, which means I don't get to enjoy my life when we have guests. My husband will drink beer with his brother and dad, and my mother-in-law and sister-in-law will go on winery visits, and I end up at the house responsible for my nieces and nephews. So last weekend, I made sure I was high as fuck when they showed up. My husband and his brother had to watch the kids because I was in no condition. Their mom is pissed at me because she, quote, trusts me to make better choices. I told her that my free time is valuable and I wasn't free childcare. My husband has already had a few, so his brother had to stay sober. Poor baby. My husband thinks I should have tried talking to them again for the 50th time instead of getting fucked up. I think they now know better than to not ask me if I even want to watch their kids. Am I the asshole?
I think there's no world where you're the asshole. You didn't have
No
kids
shot.
for a reason. You didn't push a kid out of your vagina for a reason because you want to go on vacation and enjoy yourself. What are these asshole parents? Get a fucking nanny.
Fuck them kids.
Right? That's crazy.
Seriously, it's insane.
Like, she didn't have kids for a reason. Why would the fuck are you the designated nanny?
And why is she not getting invited to these wineries?
Yeah.
That's my problem.
My question is, how old is she? Is she like young? Like, is she like 16 and they're like, the 16-year-old has to watch the kids, but she has a husband?
Yeah, married.
Okay, so yeah, in Texas, I don't know where we are, but
No ages
They
are
don't have
mentioned,
jobs.
though. So we don't know how old anyone is in this story.
Okay.
I mean, I think in no world should you go on vacation and just automatically think this person's gonna watch my
Yeah, it shouldn't be
kids.
assumed.
Yeah.
That's
They're
like
the
s-
assholes.
They're the assholes.
in every way, shape, and form.
I completely agree. I think the husband is probably the biggest asshole. Like,
Yeah.
because it sounds like that's his family.
Mhm.
And he's not stepping in for his wife, being like, hey, she's not going to watch your kids, you
Yeah.
guys. Like, bring
Yeah.
a babysitter with. You're welcome to have a babysitter stay.
Leave the kids at home.
Or that asshole, the other wife that said, you should make better decisions. You're going to the winery, I'm smoking weed. I could be way more chill than you.
Yeah.
I would be pissed. It seems really like they're really taking advantage of her in this situation. And I think the winery would make me feel the worst. Like,
Oh my God.
you don't,
Yeah.
you just look at me as a babysitter. You don't want to include me in this family outing. Also, like, depending on how old these kids are, like, I've gone to so many vineyards and shit like that, like breweries everywhere. People bring their kids everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's my other thing. So, like, the husband can't have more than 2 drinks when watching the kids. I'm Irish Catholic. Everyone was fucked up
Yeah,
at a family
drinks
affair.
Is like, that's not enough.
I was like, relax.
Yeah.
It's very.
The husband sounds like a pussy.
Yeah. She gets the green light to take her tits out on that beach.
Yeah.
Because she gets the okay. Because
She
everyone
needs
else
to
is
let
an
loose.
asshole.
Yeah.
I'm on her side through and through.
Yeah. Overall vote on this one is not the asshole.
Yeah.
They're all team get high.
Okay.
All right.
Top comment, not the asshole. And your hubby is the biggest asshole.
Yes.
He was just as happy with the previous scenario because he still got to drink and socialize while you
Bingo.
were the one being held hostage to the expectation of forced babysitting duties. He didn't even remain sober to help you watch his nieces and nephews. He held the exact same expectation as his family, that he could drink and schmooze while you chased the kids. And isn't he such a great guy to bring a babysitter for the family? He got all the benefits and goodwill of doing the family a favor while you were stuck with the actual work. He should have put a stop to it from day one. And if he was the one who was stuck with the kids from the beginning, he would have.
Exactly. I would make it a point if I were her. I would start doing like Molly.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I cannot
You know
watch
what I'd
these
also
kids.
say? I would say, we're not fucking going on vacation with your family anymore.
Yeah.
I fucking hate your family. They don't invite me to the winery. They make me watch their fucking kids.
Yeah.
And your brother's an asshole. He won't even talk to me while I'm watching those kids.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
unpaid help. That sucks.
It's weird. It's really weird. I wouldn't do vacations at their lake house anymore. I'd be like, hey, we can go to their house or we can get a hotel. We can go elsewhere, but we're not hosting because when we host, I'm automatically put on babysitter duty.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I can't do it.
I hate kids.
We need to take her out for a good time.
So Grace is going to remain child free.
Yes.
Kids are a lot of work.
Yeah, that was grinding my gears. Just thinking about it. If I was in that scenario, I'd be like, fuck
Yeah, but
these
that
kids.
speak up for yourself.
Yeah, it just like wouldn't happen.
Well, there is a comment from someone where they do ask her, like, not the asshole, but come on, you can just say no.
Yeah.
Like, no is a full sentence. It
Yeah.
is. And I don't get why she's still doing it, but she responds, I've tried that. But like, I feel like for me, and this is a total me thing, if they kept trying to do it, I would leave. I would get in the car and be like, I'm going to get my nails done.
Yeah.
I'm going to the store.
Excuse.
I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm having
Yeah.
some friends come. You guys are going to the winery place yourself. I'm going to have a girlfriend come out
Yeah.
and I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Your kids are not my problem.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm calling CPS.
Yeah. Honestly. Like, I'm
You're
not
a
Shitty
bad
gonna
mom
man.
and a bad grandma.
banding your kids with me, and I'm high, bro.
Yeah, I would not be able to do it. But glad she got the support she needed from Reddit.
Yeah, we got you. We stand with her.
Yeah. Okay, moving along. This is a vintage one.
Ooh.
This is from 4 years ago.
Little venti.
Yeah. Titled, Am I the asshole for not wanting my boyfriend to use a fleshlight when he doesn't want me to use a dildo? I'm not telling him not to use one to be spiteful because he doesn't want me to use a dildo. At the beginning of our relationship, we both agreed that we're uncomfortable with each other using sex toys. I don't like the idea of him using a tight plastic vagina replica to get off. He doesn't like the idea of me having a penis replica to use on myself, especially if it's larger than him. We agreed and said we wouldn't use them. Fast forward to now, and I find a fleshlight hidden away in his closet. I wasn't snooping. We are moving in together and I was helping him pack. I confront him and he admits that he really likes using one. I tell him that even though I'd love to use a dildo during my alone time, I don't because of his feelings. I feel completely disregarded and disrespected, and also upset that he takes so much joy in pleasing himself with an object. He said he sees it being unfair, so I can now use a dildo if I want. I still don't want him to use a fleshlight though. I keep having thoughts on if it's better than my own anatomy. Am I the asshole?
No, you're not the asshole. He's the fucking asshole. In every single situation, he's an asshole. He said you can't use a dildo, and then he's got this little tight pussy tucked in his pocket. Like, are you serious? What a douchebag. The double standard there is insane.
Quite the double standard.
Such a double standard.
And then he said, oh, well, I'm going to keep using it, but you can use a dildo if you want to. Fuck you, bro.
Like now it's okay because he got caught.
Yeah. Imagine what else he's doing. And then when he gets caught, he's going to be like, oh, you can do it too if you want.
Do it too.
The whole moving in together thing doesn't sound like such a good idea.
Yeah. No. Jesus.
This just seems weird in general. Like I don't understand people, especially guys that are so threatened by sex toys.
I know.
It doesn't replace you.
Like you're a real person.
Yeah.
This is a fucking dildo.
I always say I'm like, it's a teammate, not competition. Like it doesn't have to.
It's never going to be the same as actually having sex.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what if he's out of town?
I think it should have been from the beginning, you can both do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't think there should have been any, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like.
It's really
But
strange.
the fact that he said she couldn't and then he was doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
He's insecure and clearly his penis isn't to the size he wants.
Yeah. Well, that's the part that really stuck out to me. He doesn't like the idea of me having a penis replica to use on myself, especially if it's larger than him.
Oh, God.
Like that really, I was like, okay, so
Small dick energy.
Yeah.
he's insecure.
Yeah,
he's insecure.
very insecure.
And I honestly think they both are.
Yeah. Well, then it's like, it's almost unfair because then it makes her feel insecure with, like, if she probably would have been fine with it to begin with. I don't know if she could use her dildo and he could do that.
Yeah.
But now she's like, well, now I'm thinking about the size and now is it my pussy's not tight enough and all that shit. So this is bad all around. They need to go to couples therapy, I think.
What if it was her pussy mold? Does that change things?
Why don't couples do that? You can get your own dick mold and vagina mold.
How do you do the vagina one?
I think you can only get the outside. I don't know if you can get the inside.
Like, I know you can do the lips.
Yeah.
Because everyone's canals are so different.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you could even do that because would it get it all stuck up there?
I wonder if you'd have to use
Maybe put like a silicone thing up there.
like a condom almost, and then you pump the gel in and let it set, and then you pull it out.
Yeah.
Be interested to find out.
Yeah, I guess
we
we
do some
Google that after.
research. You guys go home.
I know
We're
what I'm
ordering
doing.
that.
I'm going home.
Oh, yeah.
New merch drop, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how good a fleshlight actually feels, too. I've always wanted to just like be a guy for a day.
So bad to have sex as a guy.
Just to experience
Because
it.
it's 30,000 times better than being a girl.
You think so?
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, okay, men think with their dicks. You can only imagine how good sex feels like. Sex trumps everything when it comes to men. It has to be electric.
Yeah.
It has to be. And just picture we get something put in us, they get to put their thing in something. A warm, nice little spot. Whether it's an ass or a vagina.
Thinking about this back here.
They get to like put their dick in a nice little warm, moist cave. We just get a little warm thing thrown in there and pounded. It's not the same.
I want a penis just to be able to piss anywhere.
That's facts.
Oh my God. The amount of weird places I've had to squat and like
drippity dry.
And it's all over your ankles.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, there's no easy way to do it. It's never going to be clean.
No.
And someone's always going to see either the front of your vagina or your asshole from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just squat. That's why you got to get one of those Diva Cup things.
Yeah.
Have you tried one?
No, I want one.
I really want to try one. And
I just want to try one.
Just keep it on your person.
Yeah. I don't know how much I would use it.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious by all of this. This whole conversation has been really enlightening for me. I do wish I could have sex as a guy. I just thinking about too how easy it is for them to have an orgasm too.
I know.
And it's like it's so hard for us. And like I talked about in a past episode how like I have friends that are like some of them are almost 30 or over 30 and still haven't had an orgasm.
Oh, gosh.
And someone commented on, I think it was the YouTube, and they were just like, thank you for like talking about this. Like, I'm 34 and still haven't had an orgasm. And I think like it is so much harder as a woman.
And it's because of the stigma of like, girls they fake it. And then it's like they're scared to tell a guy like what to do. Like, I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't want to tell you. I'm like, yeah, this is great because they're enjoying themselves so much. So I'm like, yeah, I love it. But I haven't came in God knows fucking 6 years. So it's like, I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm scared to be like, do this, do that.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Are you still having trouble?
Yeah, but I'm broken, I think, in a lot of ways.
No. Okay, have you tried?
No.
No.
Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Absolutely fucking not.
Have you tried Pure Romance O Cream?
No, I have not. Oh God, I gotta get this cream.
It's a winning serum.
Yeah, Jesus, that seems like a good serum.
This is literally the whole reason I was able to have like my first orgasm.
Oh wow!
It's like this heightening, enhancing cream, and it like enhances all the nerve cells like on your clit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's incredible. I've product tested a bunch of other things. I also have this one specific vibrator I order. So I'm gonna turn this around and show you my Amazon order history.
Okay. I can make myself come. I just can't do it with someone else. Oh, okay.
Are you losing them a lot?
I wear them out.
Oh, okay. With the top off?
Yeah. I've ordered 14 of these vibrators.
Oh, those are separate orders.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just like confused.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
Where are they?
Her vagina has swallowed them.
So I don't want to travel with them anymore. So I have one in Minnesota at my house there.
Okay.
I have one in California. Well, a couple in California because like they wear themselves out. But I've also ordered them for my friends.
Oh,
so
okay. You're a good friend.
I give them out like just a party favor.
Wow, that's awesome. I wish you had some for us. You should do that for your guests.
I should.
And that's a sponsorship.
Yeah.
I've reached out to them and asked them if they wanted to do a deal. Nothing.
Well, after they see all these orders, they should really answer you.
You would think, but okay, your gift will come after this episode. You can write back and let me know what you think.
We'll
personally.
write a Reddit thread on it.
Yeah, that would be great. I think it would really help my listeners. But I think everyone should have toys. Like, especially like going back to this story, like I don't think it's shameful at all. I think you honestly should have toys.
Yeah.
At least something. I don't care if it's a little bullet just to rub on your clit if you don't want to put anything inside. Like, you should have something.
Yeah.
Especially if you've never had an orgasm. Like, you should figure out how to make yourself.
Yeah. And then it makes you more comfortable with your body. And then you figure out what works and what doesn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, it's a toys, man.
I love toys. Okay, moving.
Oh, I have a funny story. Sorry, just thought of it.
Let's go, Grace.
Vibrator, first time I bought it, right?
Yeah.
It's in my backpack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at work. Because I just came from the airport and it was just in my backpack from traveling. I'm talking to my boss.
What kind of job is this?
Barstool Sports. With all the fellas.
Okay.
What's an acceptable place for it, though?
One of my bosses, my backpack just breaks. The strap just breaks. It falls on the ground. It just starts vibrating. And I've never been more horrified in my life.
I'm upstairs. She's calling me. Where are you? I need to tell you what just happened. This is so humiliating.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm like, no one knew what it was, though. I don't think. But you did, so it makes it worse.
Like,
everyone knows what it was. What do you mean?
It's a toothbrush.
I don't know. I feel like you were overthinking it.
Yeah.
Well, boys aren't love guys, but sometimes they're not. Like, they don't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Like, they could have a cat in front of them and be like, what cat?
It was a woman, though.
It was a woman.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she knew.
I'm going to say, like, I don't want to make you feel bad.
No, she
but-
totally knew.
The woman knew, yeah.
It's a big old joke.
Hey, who
Well, and
cares?
she sure knows now after,
I'm sure she has one, too. She's a cool woman.
She's got it going on.
She's a cool woman.
Yeah. I feel like everyone has one nowadays, but apparently not. So,
Yeah, I guess they're not allowed to.
Yeah. Overall vote on this one was everyone sucks.
Yeah.
They were just like, fuck both of you.
Yeah, honestly.
They don't really care for these people. Everyone sucks here. You both need to grow up. Using sex toys is completely normal and healthy. Both of you obviously want to use them. The only thing in your way are your attitudes. It's silly to be jealous of an inanimate object. You are not being replaced. You are not second best. You do not have to compete with a piece of silicone.
That's facts.
Yeah. That's just like some relationship
Yeah.
drama that they got.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the people that have those lifelike sex dolls though?
I think you're a fucking freakazoid, personally.
That's a little far for me.
You are a freakazoid. A whole sex doll? is crazy to
And
me.
they look, if you just quick glanced at one, you'd be
It's
like, that's a person.
Yeah.
That's literally a person.
I'm so for get as many fleshlights as you want, do whatever, get all your cock rings, do whatever you need. But a sex doll's like, can't you have sex with a person?
No.
Yeah,
That's why they
it's
get
like
it.
that's why it's like gross. No.
So I should throw mine away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I think the torsos are even creepier, where it's not
Yeah,
the
where
full
Oh, it's
dog.
just the
body.
fuck. You're just fucking the
Yeah.
fuck.
It gives like murderer vibes. It gives Dexter.
Yeah, it's giving like
Yeah.
Army Hammer
Or
type of vibes.
friggin', what's his name? Ted Bundy with the mannequins.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
Caressing
what?
them
No,
and shit.
that's not Ted Bundy.
Oh, it's the other murderer.
What's his name? Glasses. Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Yeah. When he was doing the mannequins and he was cutting them up.
I watched the first episode of that Netflix show, and after that, I was done. I couldn't. I was like, I can't.
I saw it through.
It was disturbing.
Yeah, it was disturbing. Yeah, the dolls are just like, that's just like kind of like too next level where it's like, fucking, you're a weirdo. You're pervert to me. You're a pervert.
You're perverted.
Yeah. That, I'm going to be honest, that's a kink I can't get behind. And
Yeah.
I saw a video of someone who wheeled his sex doll to the bar with him in a wheelchair.
Ugh.
So he brought his doll with him to the bar, and it's just like
It's
slumped.
full of cum.
You shake that thing and
How do you even clean that?
you can milk that thing.
Okay, I'm pulling a total 180. This is not a story I was going to read with you guys.
Okay.
But I've never read it on the podcast ever.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Now that you started talking about this, I think I'm going to pull it up.
Pulled it fucking up.
Let's take that twist.
Pull it up.
I feel like this one might need a trigger warning.
Yeah, okay, we'll put it in. Trigger warning, it's going to get bad.
What would you even put? Trigger warning. Coconut violation.
Trigger warning, bodily fluids and maggots.
So it goes, today I fucked up by coming into a coconut.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, around 8 years back, I lived in oh my God, apologies ahead of time. I lived in northern Mozambique, a coastal southern African country with quite a warm climate. My mother at the time was going through a health nut phase and only buying foods she deemed healthy enough. One of these was coconuts. She would buy several coconuts a week to use in food from the local market. One day, I hear my mother is going to be out for pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides that it would be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut. Honestly, to this day, I can't fathom why I thought that would be a good idea, but my train of thought back then was clearly somewhat clogged. I end up grabbing the coconut. Just wait. I ended up grabbing the coconut, drill, and through 20-ish minutes of concerted effort, end up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my porker into.
Oh, God,
Walk
man.
out.
I decide it required some lube and grab the nearest slippery thing, some butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my meat.
Oh, man.
I fuck the coconut and it actually feels pretty damn good, so I blow my load, shove the coconut under my bed, and continue about my day. For the next week, the coconut is my savior. Whenever I want to get off, I simply take it out and fuck it in its delightfully tight hole, made better each time by accumulating volumes of semen and butter acting as a lubricant.
Fuck, man. This guy's fucked.
It's a lot.
It's heaven.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It's heaven. This little
it's
pork
pork and meat in heaven.
Oh, God.
About a week and a bit after the initial coconut fuck. I got my Botox touched up to my lip and I can't fucking talk.
Coconut fuck.
I had been using it pretty much every day since then. I began to notice a few more flies than usual, as well as an odd, unpleasant smell about my room.
Yeah, no
Oh,
shit,
you
buddy.
creepy
Making a fucking
hornbag.
cooking recipe under your bed.
Must be the coconut, right?
Right.
So,
Is it not? Like, what? Plot twist?
so I decide that I'll fuck it once more before I throw it out and get a new one. Worst mistake I ever made.
Maggots.
You see, the reason for the increased number of flies was that the coconut was evidently, in hindsight, a nearly perfect place to lay eggs.
Oh.
As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wiggling.
He's writing this like fan fiction. Just, that's fucking weird to begin
He's
with.
getting off writing it.
Yeah.
He is. As I began to penetrate the coconut one last time, I began to feel a strange wriggling sensation.
Oh, fuck you.
Puzzled, I pull my cock out to discover that it is covered in rotted and moldy butter and semen and teeming with tiny fucking maggots.
hate maggots.
They were wriggling all over my dickhead, and some were even trying to force their way up into my urethra.
Of course they were. He's checking it the fucking coconut. Jesus. This guy needs to go away.
Turns out I'm allergic to coconut water, and my dick swelled up and blocked the hole. I panicked and ripped my cock out, which cut it horribly. So here's the lesson. Don't fuck coconuts.
No shit, brother.
I mean, if you're going to fuck a coconut, fuck it once and throw it away, man.
Yeah.
Don't put it under your bed. You said your mom has plenty of coconuts.
Yeah, she's on a health kick.
She's on plenty of coconuts. This poor fucking woman. That's her
Jesus
son.
Christ.
God, his cock, his meat, his porker.
There's maggots coming out of his
urethra.
dick.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
It was the best feeling he ever felt, though.
He's fucking around with his porker.
That's a bad, gross man.
This did feel like fanfic. Now that you mentioned
Doesn't it feel like fan fiction? Why are you writing it like that, you weirdo?
He took a lot of pride in writing
Yeah,
this.
he was fucking a coconut while I was writing it.
Is there any age here?
No, that's what I was thinking
Like
too.
14-year-olds, like, ah. But now, like, he's saying it in past tense.
Seems like he's 25.
Seems like he's still fucking
Or he's
coconuts.
like at his parents' house, like he's like too old.
Well, he still lives with mom. That's where he got the
Yeah.
coconuts. So there's,
If he could, he would have a sex doll.
yeah,
And he wouldn't
Totally.
clean it.
absolutely.
The fact that he used butter as lube is insane.
Yeah. Well, so people like on Reddit too, they really went off with this. Like a lot of people tried it.
Yeah.
A lot of people tried watermelons, but this person tried it. And it's titled, Today I Fucked Up by Not Listening to a Today I Fucked Up post and Getting My Dick Stuck in a Coconut. And they even drew a picture. They drew a picture of what it looked like. So they got it in, but then when they went to pull back their head, it didn't come out.
Ooh, ouch, man.
Can you
That's
imagine?
tough.
So you gotta go to the fire department.
Yeah,
Cock
literally.
out, coconut in.
Or when it gets all soft, can we pull them out?
Mm,
Right?
you would think.
You would
Because they
think,
do
but,
get quite
yeah.
small.
Yeah, they get
Or-
a lot smaller.
Yeah, I'm so fascinated by like growers.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't
it's
it?
crazy to
Really
go
is.
like so little to then so big.
It's really crazy.
Who does that? Blowfishes.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
like, who else?
Well, yeah, that's a good thing about vaginas, I guess. We can't get them stuck anywhere.
But I feel like it's been on a Grey's Anatomy episode where some guy had his dick pierced and they got stuck.
Oh.
I feel like that's
where the IUD goes or something?
oh my
I don't have
God.
one of those.
I feel like that's been an episode on like a house. Like
I
a
see
health
people
type
always
show.
get shit stuck in their ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Aerosol cans.
Yeah, I follow this account and it's just like a bunch of yucky stuff. This is usually what I show you, the
Yeah.
account stuff. But a lot of the accounts is like they get really things stuck up their ass. Like some girl was sticking a fucking like a little toy car up there, and like she was like, "Oh yeah, the wheels felt really good in my ass," and then it went up, and then you can't get it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
yeah. I guess maybe it's scarier to get stuff stuck up in you.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you can get out of the coconut. You just
I mean-
smash it a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
It's hard to break though. I've been on a big Survivor kick
Okay.
and they really have to hack those coconuts with a machete to get it
Yeah.
open.
Have you ever tried?
I haven't.
It's insane.
I feel like it would be very hard.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, I don't know how you would really fuck a coconut.
You gotta get the drill going.
Yeah,
But honestly, I feel like the edges would still scratch you.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta carve
Sandpaper it.
Yeah,
You
what the
would.
hell?
Yeah.
You absolutely would, which at that point, it's too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a pocket pussy.
Exactly.
Just get a pocket pussy.
Yeah.
Can't get a pocket pussy when you're living with your mother, though. It's almost impossible.
You could drill a fucking coconut.
She's gone all
fuck it under
day.
your bed. Oh,
I feel like
God.
you could get away with it.
I feel like your mom would be more okay with finding, oh, he has a pocket pussy than he's fucking my coconuts with maggots in it.
Can you imagine if she would have found it in his room and like tried to crack it open? Like, oh, my coconut.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's full of semen and fucking maggots.
He's giving 20-year-old because the fact he used butter and he didn't even have lube or lotion.
Yeah.
He's giving like very young.
Yeah.
There were flies coming out of it. What the fuck did
And
you
he
think?
still put it in.
Where there's flies, there's
This is
maggots.
why when we say, well, a guy is always like, a hole is a hole.
Yeah, quite literally, a hole's a hole. That's
hole
what
is
they
a
think.
hole.
No.
That's why sex with a dick has got to be amazing if you're fucking a maggot-filled coconut.
Case in point.
Because we would never, if we saw flies coming out, we wouldn't say it's worth it.
Nah.
No.
But they would say, oh, that feeling's
Just
worth
one more
it.
time.
Ah, it's different.
God, I need a shot after that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
I've read it a long time ago, and I've never read it on the podcast. Like, I've been doing this for 2 years and saved it for you two.
Wow.
Hey, I'm
glad.
Honored.
Yeah, we needed that.
But like,
I'm glad you guys are okay listening.
Really put the lime in the coconut and shook it all up.
Yeah. Oh, gross, man.
I feel like this one might need a trigger warning.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put it in trigger warning. It's gonna get bad.
What would you even put? Trigger warning. Coconut violation.
Trigger warning, bodily fluids and maggots.
Pork meat gets stuck in cocoa.
Oh. I kind of like, that's the name of a cool movie, I think.
I've seen that one
That's
on
a-
Pornhub.
Oh my
That's a
God.
little pump song.
The hotel I'm staying at, now that you say that, it actually has like an X-rated, like you click through and it's like,
that's so
yeah.
old-fashioned.
it's so old fashioned. I'm like, I'm not expecting this for the Mondrian. What the hell? And one of them was like, oh, it's too big. It's stuck. That's what the title is.
That's
there
him.
it is.
There he goes.
That's him.
Not that you were looking.
No.
Oh, of course I look. Of
She has
course.
14 dildos in her bag.
Okay, moving along. We'll calm down a little bit here.
Okay.
This one is coming from our very own Two Hot Takes subreddit, posted 23 days ago.
Okay.
It's from Rainy Day Pen, titled, I hate my engagement ring. My husband doesn't know. I, 25 female, and my husband, 24 male, have been together for over 3 years. We got engaged last winter and have been married now for 6 months. I hate the ring. He wanted a traditional engagement. Picked the ring himself, talked to my family first, one knee, etc. I showed him many photos of rings I liked. We even shopped together and picked a few we both loved. He ended up proposing with a ring that looks nothing like anything we had picked together. He told me later he showed his mom photos of what I liked, and in short, she disagreed. She didn't like that we had picked lab-created or moissanite stones. She also told him the shapes I liked were dated. IG, her engagement ring had one of these dated shapes originally, and she recently spent thousands to have it reset with a big, modern pear shape. She pushed him for real diamonds, which blew his budget, so my husband picked a tiny diamond pear halo with stones around the band, similar to his mom's, just smaller. I hate it. I struggle with sensory issues, and the side stones pinch my fingers. I think about it all day, every day. I sometimes have to take it off while driving because it hurts to hold anything. I've worn the ring out of loyalty for my husband since he proposed. I bought my own wedding band, and the ring is little enough I can hide it in a stack of other rings. I feel like a brat for hating it. It was far too expensive to be as ugly and poorly crafted as it is. I have to have it serviced almost monthly because the prongs on the side bend and snag my clothing. The jeweler I consult with has told me this can't be fixed due to the size. He warned me that I will lose stones, likely most of them on the band, if a single prong breaks. It's a constant reminder my husband picked his mom's taste over mine for a symbol of our commitment. I would rather have green fingers from something meaningful than this purist crap.
That's a mama's boy. Moms and their sons are weird.
I feel, okay, the mom saying that the ring is outdated. You're outdated, mommy. And second of all, I feel like it's not the husband's fault because he was like, I trust my mom. Like she's a girl. She knows what she's talking about. But also if you're married to this person, you should be able to have a conversation and say, hey, let's get a ring that I like for the same price. You're married.
Yeah.
You're doing the rest of your life together. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be scared to have that conversation.
No.
And it seems like if there's like actual physical issues that are hurting her with the ring, I think it's easy to bring up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All your clothes are getting snagged on it too?
Because at first I wanted to say, like, I just think people get too crazy about their rings. I personally think, like, I understand, like, it's your wedding ring, you want it to be awesome, whatever. I personally am not fully in on that. I'd be happy with anything I got. So at first I wanted to say she's an
Anything?
asshole. Yeah,
Anything?
seriously, yeah.
Really?
I'm just happy to get married if I can. It's hard out here. But I was going to say she's an asshole. And then I heard all the rest of this, and she is not the asshole in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole. But like, if you just want to, it's not like she's asking for a bigger, more expensive ring.
No.
She just doesn't like the ring that she has to wear for the rest of her life.
Well, and the thing is, like, he technically could have probably spent less by getting her moissanite. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's the
like
thing.
she didn't want a real diamond. She
Yeah.
wanted lab created or a moissanite, but the mom like kind of shamed him, which I totally relate to. Like, my mom was a jewelry store manager for like 19 something years. And when I told her I wanted a moissanite, she was immediately like, no, absolutely not. That's gross.
Really?
She shamed me. And
Wait,
I'm like,
I have a question. I don't know if you have the answer, but does moissanite actually turn your fingers green?
no.
Okay.
The thing that would turn your fingers green is like the band.
Okay.
But even like me, like when I am like close to getting my period or on my period, even like my real gold, like my Cartier ring, will turn my finger green.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something to do with that. There's some science for sure. It's above my pay grade.
Yeah,
I've
know
heard
shit
the
about
iron
fuck.
thing. I think you're right. I've heard the iron thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am.
When you're iron deficient. But like, so I
4
went.
months salary, right? Is what a ring should cost.
How much?
4 or 3 months salary.
That's what they say. And I feel bad for any guy. Like, have you seen the TikTok videos where they're questioning the girls and they're like, it needs to at least be $60K. And I'm like,
Oh, God. I don't want a 60K ring.
This is
I
where
guess,
I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell?
that's for me.
I just
think
want something
that's-
that I think looks pretty.
Exactly.
I don't
That's
care how much it costs.
That's where I'm at.
Oh,
Knock
I actually
on
think
some
it's a
wood there.
year's worth salary.
Jesus
I heard,
Christ, these people are crazy.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah. No, so I went moissanite and we found this amazing jeweler, like downtown LA jewelry district. Cause like you go there and it's cheap. You're getting it for a deal.
Yeah. Wait, so you already have your engagement ring, but you're not engaged?
I got to pick it out
Okay.
because he knows I'm not like Grace. I'm a little crazy.
Yeah.
And if I got
But that's
it,
fair. It's not like you're asking for anything crazy.
No.
You just want it. You want to like it.
I want to like it. Like I have to wear this thing and I want to wear it and I want to love it. I don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
want to be like, look, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be in this position where you got me something I don't like. It's
You're
hurting my
embarrassed.
finger.
You're like, this is ugly.
I think a lot of people like our age are doing that now.
I
Like,
love it.
Yeah.
Like, why buy into this diamond industry? It's a false, like, the whole diamond, like, value is because of what the jewelry industry made it.
This is
There's-
fascinating.
There's not a
They're not even
scarcity of
actually,
diamonds.
like, valuable. Yeah.
They're not rare
No.
at all.
At
No.
all. No.
They're pretty
I want
abundant.
like a green ring or something, but I'll have some crazy
Ooh,
shit. Yeah.
Emerald?
Yeah. Like an
Emerald's so pretty. And you can get moissanite emeralds, technically.
Really?
And you get them real big. Like,
Ooh.
big out. Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a lot. Moissanite,
I'm never getting
I
married.
love. You don't think so?
No way. I want to have kids, but I
We're
want to be a
gonna-
single mom.
We're going to roll the tapes. I'm going to say 6 years. Because you're how old?
23. About to be 24.
6 years.
Okay.
6 years. We're
No,
going
I'm
to roll
sure.
the tapes.
I'm sure I will, but I'll be divorced a few times, I think.
I
Yeah.
think it's okay.
I
think
think
more
it's okay,
people
too.
should get divorced.
Yeah, me too.
Way more people. So we do have an update on this one.
Oh, okay.
But the top comment is you need to be honest with your husband. Otherwise, you'll just keep getting shitty gifts that he thinks he's doing A+ on. While it's small in the grand scope of things, it becomes a bigger issue when you guys are struggling. I just have a problem with the fact he listened to his mom over
Yeah.
you.
Especially because they went shopping together.
Yeah, like he knew
Together.
what she wanted.
But then I'm like, did he just think like, oh, mom knows?
I could see that side of it, but I also like have that whole thing where some guys are really weird with
I
their
dated a
moms.
mama's boy.
And yeah.
My favorite word, and everyone on this podcast definitely hates it by this point, is enmeshment, where like a mom, especially like moms that get divorced or like have a tough time with their partner, like their partner isn't super supportive,
Yeah.
they'll raise their son to be their ideal partner.
Mhm.
And so it's this whole thing called enmeshment. And
Ah.
I love these stories about the mama's boys that just like give off enmeshed vibes.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot
There's a
because there's a
lot.
lot of people that should have got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure. So for the update, thank you all for the comments and support. Everyone says it, but I didn't think this would get that much attention. A few days ago, I stopped wearing my ring. After the last repair, it's in my jewelry box. I've been wearing my wedding band in a stack by itself for now. My husband noticed and complimented my wedding band while I was driving on a short road trip together over the weekend. I explained that my engagement ring pinches bad while I drive, and I decided I would only wear it on special occasions to protect the stones. He's been aware of all of the repairs. He then laughed a bit and told me, quote, "You could just not wear it at all. Keep it for sentimental value." I was a bit taken aback, so I asked him if he had purchased insurance for it like we had discussed after we got engaged. He apologized for telling me he would, but he decided it wasn't worth it to him a long time ago. He was waiting for the ring to wear out or me to stop wearing it because he's wanted to replace it since he bought it. And he wants to upgrade that bad boy as often as he can.
Oh,
Oh, he's got to win.
He's a good guy.
He's a real good guy.
Yeah.
He came back around.
Yeah.
His mom probably passed away.
In all of my avoidance to protect his feelings, it didn't occur to me that he didn't like the ring either. As I suspected, he honestly thought his mom's taste would be better. The conversations compounded, and it made him second guess himself. After he confessed he didn't like it, I confessed the style isn't mine, and it makes me think of his mom. We laughed together.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
This is like a wholesome update. I really like
I'm really
this.
happy for them.
He explained he's already been saving for something special for a while, but told me to pick myself out something silver I can wear comfortably in the meantime. I'd marry him again with a twist tie. I wish I wouldn't have danced around the fear of hurting his feelings for so long. Live and learn.
Oh, rest in peace, Mama.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
So cute.
Do they usually give updates?
Sometimes if you're lucky.
I'm happy about this update.
This is good.
This is
Feels
good.
Yeah.
I was all like hot and bothered
Yeah.
before.
They seem like they have a good marriage.
They got a good thing going on.
He's a good guy. And
They won't get divorced.
I knew we thought Mama was just right.
Yeah.
She wasn't. Yeah.
And like it's hard. It's a big step, a big decision. So like trying to rely on people you're close with and like maybe do have a healthy relationship with, but just like you're struggling, you're nervous, you're anxious. And then it's like, oh, well, my mom should know, right? Like she's been married, she has a ring,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. You trust her judgment.
You
'Cause she's
trust
older.
her.
It's one of those things.
I
Yeah.
think maybe I don't care about my ring just because my parents don't wear their rings. They got married so young and now they're like, my fingers are too fat.
Yeah.
I can't wear my rings. Also, I don't think they really need... They should probably get divorced. But but I just didn't see rings growing up, so I don't even look for them. Like, you know how people like look?
First thing I look at a bar.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't look either. But I
Don't
think
look.
maybe, how old are you?
29.
Maybe is it an age thing?
I don't think so because I looked in college. Like we would, and even right after college. So I would go out in Minneapolis. We had this area like uptown, and it was like everyone moved from like Dinkytown, where University of Minnesota is, to uptown. It was like
Dinkytown?
Dinkytown.
I like Dinkytown.
It's so
like
it's
Dinkytown.
it's a vibe. It's so fun. If you ever do like a college tour, put Dinkytown on your list.
That's
University
my
of
number one
Minnesota.
right now. It's Paris, then Dinkytown.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And so you kind of like did this transition. And like even then I remember going in uptown and there was this one guy that like kept like hitting on me. And I like was asking him like, how old are you? Like, cause your hair, he was already like grayed out, like silver fox.
Mm.
And I'm like, how old are you? And he's like, oh, I'm 27. I grade really early. And I looked at his hand and I'm like, why do you have a ring? And so after that, every time I'm like, ring.
Oh, yeah.
Ring.
That's fair.
It's first it's ring, then it's teeth.
Okay.
And then it's everything else.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never have really looked for rings, but I guess in New York, I feel like no one's married.
Yeah.
At least the people we hang out with.
That's LA too. Like
Yeah.
it's Peter Pan syndrome out there where
yeah, everyone's just like young friends.
like, yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Like people do not settle down like until they're 40.
I know.
Yeah.
And I went home to Boston this weekend and everyone had their children.
Yeah.
Everyone's married. Everyone's having baby showers and they're like 24.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's just a different life.
It is a different life. And
Yeah.
I had someone ask me like recently, because all of my friends that are in Minnesota married,
Yeah.
starting to have kids. And I am like not near that.
Yeah.
And someone asked me, they're like, do you feel inadequate? And I'm like, ouch.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Who's
what the
this?
Or do you feel unfulfilled because you didn't get to live your own life and you
That's-
have children at 24? Fuck you.
I was just like, I don't.
Inadequate.
And it was
yeah,
like,
that's a stab to the heart.
it was that word, right? Where it was like, it wasn't like, do you feel like you're missing out on anything? Like, do you wish like you would have stayed in Minnesota and would have progressed that
You're
way?
29.
And well, that's what I was kind of in my
It's
head.
not like
I'm
you're
like,
45 and didn't have kids yet.
I'm not dead. Like,
yeah, like
I'm still,
I'm able-bodied.
I'm looking pretty good for
Yeah,
29.
what the fuck?
Like, I need my neck lift, but we'll get there.
I can do whatever I want whenever I want.
Yeah, there's no time left for shit.
like-
I was really, really confused by the question. I'm like, I don't knock people for getting married at 25 and having kids. So
Yeah,
why
no.
are you knocking me for being 29 and doing my
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, it's weird.
I think like let people live their lives and have the stages they want to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was-
People just live different paths. Like, especially if you're in LA, it's a different life. Like, when
Yeah.
I go home and all my friends are married and having kids, I'm like, yeah, because that's what everyone home does.
Yeah.
Like, that's the life they want to live, but I don't
Yeah.
want to live that. So we can't hate on each other.
No.
I also think it's like really good to have in the back of your head, like there's not a time limit for anything you do in life.
Especially not now.
Like, yeah, like there was back whenever, and like that's just how society was. But like to still go by those rules is just silly.
Yeah.
I know. I watched Mona Lisa Smile recently with Julia Roberts. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen
I don't
that.
think so.
Okay, put it on your list, girls. We're going to get
All
you
right.
cultured here.
Okay.
It's like this movie where she's a teacher at this college, but it's really interesting because like the women will like get married and then be done with school. And
Yeah.
like there's kind of this understanding that once a woman gets married, they don't really have to continue with their studies. You just like pass them.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not like that. She's like, no, fuck this. Like, if you're going to be in my class, you're going to do the work. And like, I don't care if you get married. If you get married, honestly, I think you're selling yourself short. Like, fuck
Yeah.
this. Great movie. And I watched that and I'm like, God, like, that is really sad. Like, that all these women was like tied to marriage and
Yeah.
what they could provide for their husband and how good of a mom they were and how good of a cook they were. And like, now we have so many more identities and like options.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
just
love
so
that.
crazy that some people still think like that, though. It's like crazy.
And then you go down south,
Yeah.
a lot of those girly girls, they're in school to meet a football player or a basketball player or something like that.
God. Have you watched did the Bama documentary come out yet?
Yeah, it
It's terrible.
It just
Really?
wasn't what you thought it was going to be.
I
Yeah.
had high hopes.
I
I wanted
know.
to see it just trashed.
Someone's got to like do that for real. But
I've been
like,
saying
you
it
can't
for
'cause
years.
You legally get like you won't be able to put the footage out.
Yeah.
You got to find like ex sorority sisters that have been like kicked out
I know.
that are willing to talk.
But
or you need
like,
to find like
legally-
a president of one of the sororities.
Yeah.
That's like I don't believe or stand for this anymore. That like
Yeah.
lets you in or something.
Yeah.
But you put it out, you get sued up the ass. These people have more money than God. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's why they couldn't put anything out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I was in a sorority at the University of Minnesota, but like I was the worst. You're supposed to go to Monday night meetings like every Monday,
Mhm.
your whole career. I went to 2.
Oh God.
Did you get fined up the ass?
No,
No.
I don't know why they kept me. I
that's
really
crazy.
don't. I'm like I think about it daily because I have a girl coming on later this week that got kicked out of her sorority,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's so easy to get kicked out, and yet they kept me. I was the worst.
Maybe you were just awesome.
Flew under the radar?
No, I went to formal and got so fucked up I was throwing up in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, I don't
you
know why
weren't even
they kept
supposed to
your
like.
ass.
I don't know either. And it's not like I had a podcast at the time. Like I was just this little random nobody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For what? I gave them stress and they got nothing out of
Because
me.
you're sisters.
Sisters.
Stick together for life.
Alpha Phi, AOE. No, it's cool. Okay, we ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This one is a month old from Throwaway Cheater Hub. It's titled, My Husband is Having an Affair with Our Best Friend.
What?
Before I get into this, I'm sorry for any spelling or grammar errors. I only have 5 minutes to write this. My husband and our best friend, Daisy, have been in a friend group since nursery, pre-K school. We are now 35.
Jesus Christ.
But I found out last week they were fucking on and off for around 10 years. I found out because I saw her knickers in our room. He then admitted to the affair and he begged for me back, but I said no. I then went to her house and ended up slapping her. The worst thing for me is that we have 3 kids, 16, 13, 6, and I don't want to have to play a happy family. That was the original post. That's it.
Oh, wow. You should have curb stomped her and not slapped her and get a divorce. Fuck. I feel like, dude, whenever there's like that childhood best friend, they're always fucking. Or they think like in their head, they think that they should end up being together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought boys and girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like because always when it's like, well, we're childhood best friends, we grew up together. And then like you're like secretly in love always.
So the 3 of them were always best friends.
Yeah, since pre-K.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And they were fucking for 10 years.
10 years. That's,
Oh, that's
Their oldest is 16.
yeah.
that's a heartbreak.
Oh.
How long have you guys been friends?
Since
13
fifth grade.
years?
13?
14 years? Yeah.
So add 10 years. Imagine one of you's married.
Fuck my husband.
Can you, like, what do you do? Like, you
That's
lost
like
your,
worse than like death. Like that's worse than her dying. Cause like
Because then you
you're
lose,
still alive, but you're dead to me.
you lose both your husband and your best friend.
that.
Yeah.
Your whole world in an instant shattered.
Oh, that poor
Everything you
fucking woman.
have.
Of course, her name was fucking Daisy too.
Daisy.
Well, and it's
That's
like,
a cheating bitch.
it kind of does. I love the name Daisy, but I'm like, fuck you. And it's like, it's hard because like if your husband cheats on you, it fucking sucks for sure. Getting
Yeah.
cheated on sucks. But you at least then like you have your friends to turn to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about this with you and I was texting you about the fucking what is the show?
Scandal.
Vanderpump. The
Yeah.
Oh my
Vanderpump
God,
show.
yeah.
I was like, cheating happens. Like, sadly, it's normal. A lot of people cheat. But like the fact that it was your best friend fucking your boyfriend or your husband, that is
And
just
then-
like a knife with a twist and a shotgun to the head.
And it's delusional to still remain friends and
be doing
act like
it.
everything's normal.
Mhm.
yeah.
And just
That's
be
even
doing that on the back end
worse
of
betrayal.
things. It's
Like,
crazy.
You come over to my house and we talk and we're best friends, but you're fucking my husband.
Like like you're leaving and you're fucking the husband.
Yeah. It's like, how do you ever trust anyone again after that? You're going to have trust issues for the rest of your life.
And
You
like,
would.
It's
Yeah.
not easy to make friends when you're an adult.
Especially,
No.
you already had your best friend.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really hard to make friends.
gut wrenching.
I feel so bad for her.
I know. I feel terrible. We do have a small update.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't
Well,
read
it's
it.
not gonna
I
be
don't
good.
know, guys.
They
Yeah.
already did the bad stuff.
I hope she left him.
Here's the actual update. My daughters saw me cry in my room, and I ended up admitting to them what happened. Daughters are 16 and 13.
I was gonna say the 16-year-old's probably gonna have to have her back now.
Yeah. They were extremely mad at their dad and Daisy. My oldest called Daisy to ridicule her, and Daisy started crying on the phone. Both my teenagers have been ignoring their dad and not listening to a word he says. I'm not here to paint myself out to be an innocent victim who did nothing wrong, because that's not true. Ever since I found out, I've been treating him like shit. I've been forcing him to go to the shops to get me very specific things. Then I get mad and make him go back to get something else, and it goes on and on. I'm not sure why I do this. There's so much worse I can do. I just want to inconvenience his life in little ways. I've also kicked him off the bed, and I've made him sleep on our sofa. It's super uncomfortable to sleep in, especially for him. We have a guest bedroom, but I've been forcing him on the sofa. Until I move into my mom or dad's house, I'm going to just keep annoying him. Why are you moving out?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Make him move out. A lot of people were wondering what I'm going to tell my 6-year-old. To tell the truth, I have no idea, but I think when I move into my mom or dad's, I'll say something. Thank you for reading my update, although it's not that interesting.
She's far too nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's just no way to go about it. Like, having your kids be mean to the dad and stuff. It's just like separate from the situation.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
feel.
involve your kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, of course they're going to be mad at the dad,
yeah.
but then if you just like feed into it, it's like, then you're going to make them pick sides, and like that's still their dad.
Mhm.
Should be a you problem.
But Kim Kardashian says it best.
Yeah.
She won't say anything bad about Kanye.
I don't know how she does it. I think I saw a video recently where she was like, yeah, we're in the car and they want to listen to their dad.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
put it on. I'm like, after everything he said about her in the media and just like how much he's downward spiraled and like threatening her boyfriends,
Yeah.
making music, saying I'm going to kill him, videos, like
Saying really bad stuff about everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it. And like, I know like she's not perfect. She's fucked over a lot of people, but it's very admirable to be able to separate that
Yeah.
and not involve your kids.
And she
For
said
sure.
like she'll and her kids are younger, but
Mhm.
she said she'll just like let them decide what they
When
think of
to
him.
ask,
when
yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if like North knows, because I feel like she's kind of, seems like
See,
a chronically online kid.
I know. And Kim said in this season, she's like, North has no idea. Like, she has seen nothing. She has never known anything. And I'm like, how?
She's always
She's
at
always
your hip.
on TikTok too.
Yeah.
And you're always chatting away about something.
Yeah, I don't know. It just that I don't believe at all.
Well, and you know, like For You page, like
That's what I'm saying. You
I
can't
mention one thing.
can't block things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wonder. I feel like she's definitely seen stuff. Her For You page is probably so targeted with like Kanye West,
Yeah.
like Kim, like it's,
Yeah.
For sure. And then I'm like, okay, so is someone always monitoring her while she's on it? But no way.
Well, remember one of Kim's kids was playing like Minecraft, and I don't know how that works, but somehow there was like the
sex
picture
tape
of her
thing
sex tape on there.
Yeah.
Somehow.
was
What?
the
And,
youngest ones or Saint or
It
something.
was one of them. Like,
oh my
imagine.
God.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's like
I think
video
one
game.
of the I heard something too where one of them went to school and one of the friends like said like, "Oh, do you know how your mom got famous?"
nah.
Oh God.
I think it was North, like at their school.
We had this debate on BFFs. So, because Kim said that anything Kanye has said or done is going to be way more harmful to her kids than her sex tape.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely.
I agree with that too.
Absolutely. He said very anti-Semitic stuff. He's
Yeah.
said very hurtful stuff for the Black community.
All the men in the comments were like, no, the sex tape. I'm like, of course you think a woman having
the men are
sex
gonna
is more
say that.
hurtful than a fucking Nazi running around being fucking racist. It's so crazy. Like all the men in the comments were like, no, Brie's wrong. Brie on common, not W. What is it?
Oh, commentate dub.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, fuck you. Suck my dick.
But that just shows what they think about women.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
of
more
course
telling.
the man thinks sex is worse.
Yeah, that's more telling on them because they think women are something to be owned and coveted. And
Yeah. Those are the same people that think women after college should just go and be a housewife.
That's why I'm saying tops off at the beach.
If you ask your friends.
yeah, let the girlies do what they want. That's crazy to me.
I know.
That's crazy that people actually think like that versus like
I know.
making very harmful statement. Like people fuck. We all have sex.
I know.
A lot of people fuck.
Every single person has sex. And the fact that you think that's more harmful. I get maybe a middle school kids pulling up the fucking thing. But like in the long scheme of life, your dad saying all of that crazy shit is 30 million times worse.
I completely agree.
Because then you're associated with your father.
Yeah.
Who's a bad
And
person.
he's very opinionated.
Yes.
Very. Okay, one last one to send us off.
Okay.
Have either of you been a bridesmaid yet?
No.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
I think it's coming though.
Okay, well, let's prep you, okay? This one is a day old, very fresh,
Ooh.
titled, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Let My Bridesmaid Wear Her Dead Mother's Favorite Color to My Wedding? I, 31 female, was married to my amazing husband, 34 male, on Friday. The wedding went smoothly, apart from one guest's dress preference, who we'll call Anna. Anna's mother sadly passed away in January this year. Her mother was the light of her life, and ever since she passed, Anna has been understandably uptight and distant. I have helped Anna throughout her entire grieving time. We had been planning this wedding since December and decided we wanted an ocean-themed wedding. My family and I grew up on the seaside and have always been close to the ocean. I made it extremely clear to all of my bridesmaids that they were to wear blue, a coral pinky color, or pastel green. Everyone agreed and seemed to love my choices. Anna's mother always loved the color dark, vibrant purple. Ever since then, Anna would buy everything purple if there was a purple choice. Anna and me went for lunch a few weeks after the passing to catch up and support her. At the lunch, Anna asked me if she could please wear a purple dress to my wedding. I'm not crazy about themes usually, but since this wedding was themed to support my family's tradition, and considering my maid of honor was already going to be wearing a gorgeous pastel blue dress with purple and gold accents, me and my husband, who I decided to call and discuss the idea with him politely, told her that we understand what she's going through, but we really want bridesmaids on theme. To this, she looked hurt and left lunch earlier than expected. I hardly heard from Anna until around 4 weeks after our lunch, despite my attempts at texting, phoning, and even knocking on her door, but she'd continued to shut me off. That was until she texted me, quote, "What do you think of these dresses?" and displayed many different purple dresses in photos. I kindly reminded Anna that she wouldn't be wearing a purple dress to my wedding. Anna was enraged. I tried to tell her that I understand her feelings, but my wedding is my own special day. To this, she blocked me. Anna unblocked me 2 days later, apologizing for the way she acted. Well, when the wedding rolled around, Anna showed up in a purple dress.
Oh, Anna.
I asked her why she had gone against my wishes and that she either had to change or leave. To this, she told me to stop creating a scene and that I was being dramatic and disrespectful. Anna broke out in a screaming match and called me and my family insensitive, selfish assholes. She was escorted out the door screaming. Once the wedding had ended, I received messages from Anna's family, friends, and even Anna. They were all saying how Anna was going through a lot and that I was being an asshole. So, am I the asshole for not just letting Anna wear the damned purple dress?
I have so many thoughts on this
So
one.
is Anna showing up to be the bridesmaid?
Yeah, she's a bridesmaid.
Okay, so in this situation, I would just mull over and I'd be like, wear your fucking purple dress.
Yeah.
But your mother has nothing to do with this wedding. And I understand people grieve in different ways, but like this is not your wedding. This is not your sister's wedding. This is not anyone in your family's wedding. I'm so sorry you're grieving so badly. But if I told my friend nicely, like 40 times not to wear a purple dress and then she showed up in a purple dress, it's more of like the principle of like, dude, you just went against everything I said.
Yeah. It's just completely acting out.
Yeah.
She seems like she just needs like the attention or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could see that. I mean, her mom just died. Like, she's probably not in her right mind. And I think it goes to like that basic level of respect. Like, I can totally see this being a pick your battles. Like, is it really worth it to lose your friend over this color of dress? Like, because she's struggling, losing her mom. But like on the flip side, it's like, can my friend not just give me the bare minimum respect to pick a dress from the variable options?
Yeah. Well, the friend saying like she's an insensitive asshole is like, you're kind of a hypocrite. You're kind of doing the same thing. Like your best friend just asked you 30,000 times, we're doing a theme and you're wearing a fucking bright purple dress.
Yeah, just one day, no purple.
Yeah. Wear purple earrings, shoes.
It's like,
that's a good option.
It's a wedding. You wear the same color.
Yeah.
You wear what's...
And like going back to like, it has nothing to do with your mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. She could have they could have compromised. They should have been like, you can have a purple bag, you could do purple makeup, purple fucking shoes.
Yeah.
But I think that's more of like, you guys should have came to a meet in the middle compromise thing.
I agree.
Because I don't think either way it was going to go well. If she couldn't wear purple, she probably would have hated her and not showed up. She wore purple, she got escorted out.
Purple Patty wasn't going to come to a reasonable decision on that. She was wearing purple regardless.
She was wearing purple.
She was blocking and walking in.
Which, like, I'm going to be honest, I have a hard time in my head envisioning these bridesmaids' dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, coral pinky color, and pastel green. I'm like trying to envision them all together anyways. And it's like, if you could have compromised on like a pastel purple, let her fucking wear the pastel purple.
Because I was envisioning in my head too. I'm like, what does a coral reef look like? I feel like there's totally purple coral.
Yeah.
Like the ones with all the little arms. Yeah. Like I was like, maybe a purple could have worked. More so, I feel like they were both stubborn and both being selfish.
Yeah.
There should have been a compromise. So I think maybe you kind of are a little bit of an asshole.
I think what honestly probably would have been the best case scenario here is like, hey, I would love for you to be my bridesmaid. I understand you really want to wear purple though. How about you just are a guest?
Yeah.
I was just going to say that,
And then you can
That's
wear
an option.
You can wear any color dress you want.
Anything in the rainbow.
And that's what she should have done.
Yeah.
Like the fact she blocked her after like sending her pictures of purple dresses and then being like, what do you think of these? And she goes, hey, sorry, like you're not wearing purple, remember? And she got blocked. At that point, like,
why would you even want to be in it? Like that's more so like you're kind of being like you're begging. You're kind of
Seems like she needed something to like get her mind off of her mom or something.
Yeah.
Like just like a big to do.
But she made everything to do with her mom.
Yeah, I know.
I think that it kind of sounds like her life is now like
revolving around purple.
Yeah, like if there's a purple option, she's gonna pick purple, which it's a small token to remember your mom. And like if that's what brings you peace, like
purple nail polish.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't even imagine. Like I'd be a fucking wreck.
Oh, I'd be an absolute mess.
So like I get it, but
I don't think purple. Like
I don't think the color.
No,
I don't know. Everyone grieves differently.
That's the thing. I guess like the bottom line is like I don't think she's the asshole for setting her foot down. Like it's her wedding.
Yeah,
like she can do whatever the hell she wants for her wedding. I just think like this could have been.
I think they were both kind of being.
They're both kind
assholes.
of
Yeah.
And like could have. I understand your mom died, but like everyone's lost someone, and you're really making that big of a. It's just like
give me one day.
You've got to be a real person and like think of other people's feelings. You're not the only person going through something. This is your best friend's wedding.
Yeah,
and like these two seriously could have talked it up.
It's a fucking color.
It's a color.
It's a color.
And
it's
actually so silly in the scheme of things. It's a color of a dress.
Yeah. Well, so we had a story recently on an episode where this person was writing in and was like, am I the asshole for picking the dress that my friend wanted to get married in but didn't? So this girl got married and had gone to like bridal dress shops, tried on all these dresses, but her mom hated the dress. So she didn't get it. She picked a different dress, got married, had a beautiful wedding, blah, blah, blah. So the friend got married months later, went to the same place, tried on that dress that her bestie wanted but didn't get, ended up loving it, said yes to the dress, and asked her friend, hey, are you cool if I get this dress? The friend like said, yeah, it's fine, but like immediately after went in the dressing room and was bawling. now they're not friends anymore. They're literally like
over the dress.
Oh,
And
see,
so
in that situation, I just wouldn't get the dress.
Yeah.
If it really hurt my friend that much.
And that's like, this is probably one of the most torn I've seen people on the story, because so many people say that. And then other people are like, it's a dress. Like she literally had her chance to wear it and she didn't. Like,
That's
get
true.
over it.
I know.
But I'm like in the boat.
I personally would just be like, it's not
worth it.
worth it.
It's not worth it. If
I will just get
you're
a
gonna
different
really
dress.
cry so hard.
I need to see this most gorgeous dress ever.
It's got to be the most beautiful dress of all time, but mothers don't agree.
Ugh, mothers suck lately.
Mothers do not know best.
Mommy Dearest does not know best. So there's a lot of comments from our original poster on this one, actually. A lot of people are in the boat of not the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, totally fine. It's your day. Do whatever you want. But we have some people that are like, everyone sucks here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, kind of like, you both could have given on either end. And so someone goes, kind of quoting what OP said, we've been planning this wedding since December. Anna and I went to lunch a couple weeks after the passing to catch up and support her. I hardly heard from Anna until around 4 weeks after our lunch. To this, she blocked me, like kind of like making their case. And they go, so you haven't been there for her at all, and you were busy with your wedding, which is okay, but without any empathy. Everyone sucks here. I would not want you as my friend. And OP gets pissed.
Oh shit, okay.
The hell? I can be there for my friend while planning my wedding. Jeez. I've tried to remain calm in these comments, but don't ever comment on anyone's relationship like that. I have sent Anna flowers, letters, cards. I have paid for her goddamn therapy sessions. I have dropped everything to help Anna. My husband slept on the couch while she has been living at our house just so she could sleep in the comfortable bed. She's cried on my shoulder and I've held her. I've been all she had some nights. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't believe anyone would ever think to comment something like this. I asked for advice if I was the asshole over a dress, not to be degraded about my empathy towards others. The fuck?
Well, you opened it up to a platform of
But now
public opinion.
I'm back on Team Her. If she did all that for her friend and she couldn't just not wear a purple dress, it's like, dude, I'm paying for your therapy sessions. You're sleeping in my bed while my husband's on the couch. Don't wear a fucking purple dress.
That's an amazing friend.
That's a great friend.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then she has one thing, her day. She wants one thing to be about her.
Yeah.
All these Reddit people have such flaky ass friends.
Yeah.
I hate to see it.
Isn't that crazy?
It's sad.
We do have some more insight, though, on attendance options. So someone goes, so nice. She was deep in grief. You should have allowed her to attend as a guest to help with her choosing the dress. Their comment is fucking jambled. But OP goes, I told her she could always step down and become a guest, but she expressed no desire to and said she shouldn't have to step down to honor her mother. This isn't about the mom, though.
Mom has nothing to do with
You
this.
want to honor your mother? Wear her favorite necklace.
Yeah.
Paint your nails purple.
Paint your nails purple.
Like, you could have totally done something else purple.
Some brides are crazy about nail color, though.
She could have done, I'm sure her friend would have been like,
They would
okay,
have
if
found
you're
that
not wearing a
compromise.
purple dress, you can wear your purple lipstick, your purple earrings. Like, dude.
She sounds really understandable.
She does.
Honestly.
Like, they totally could have come to a compromise. It seems like that friend was like, it's my way or the highway, which is like not fair to your best friend who's been there for you on her wedding day.
Yeah.
Baby girl's batshit.
Yeah.
Why?
She seemed to be crazy before.
Yeah.
Things.
I just
No reasonable person would be acting like this.
and that's kind of the bottom line here.
Yeah.
Like,
Seems like just a tough cookie.
and you feel bad, like obviously going through something, but
Yeah, of course.
I think like in your grief, you kind of have to like realize like not everything in my life going forward is going to be about my mom. As sad as it is that she's not here, like I also need to do some things for me.
I think a
For
lot of
my
people
life.
like forget about grief too. It's like doesn't give you an excuse to be terrible to everyone else in your life.
Yeah.
Like for a period of time you can go through your shit, but it seems like her mom died a little bit ago. If she's already been
January.
doing all that.
Yeah.
6 months.
Where it's like you can't shut everyone out of your life. It's
It's-
kind of like you got to move on, man.
Yeah. And you wonder if it's a little self-sabotage, like just kind of pushing people away,
Yeah.
lost in that
It
grief.
is, yeah.
Like she's just
Yeah.
stuck in it.
Stuck in it. Stuck in it. Well, I think you two will have an easier time with
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
bridesmaid
we're
dress
We can
choices.
have weddings, I will figure it out.
Might get married
6
to
years.
each other.
Yeah. We'll just wear tuxes.
6 years. I love the tux on a girl look.
I know. It's cool.
Like, especially if it's well tailored and just like looks good.
Yeah.
My boyfriend Justin has a cousin who will likely be on his side, and I'm putting her in the tux.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's gonna look good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
That was
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm so
I'm
glad.
gonna go buy some coconuts.
Yeah.
Gift it to all the guys in your
Gift it
life.
to a couple guys. I
Pre-drilled
forgot I don't have a
holes.
penis.
Oh, yeah.
So that joke's not funny.
I'm going to go buy a purple dress.
Where can everyone find you both?
Grace K. O'Malley on just about everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Brianna Chickenfry on just about everything. Brianna LaPaglia on Instagram.
And our
we have our
podcast.
Plan
I was
Brie.
going to say, shout out the pod because it's good.
Yeah. We got Plan Brie podcast. So check us out. We've got episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
I just love this. I can't wait for our Paris trip.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
We're
so
gonna
fun. We're going to be
crush
11s.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Dude,
We're going to be
We're
so
gonna go
hot in Paris.
topless.
Yeah.
they got a lot of
I
topless
will not
beaches.
be going topless, but
I would try
We
it.
shook on it.
oh,
You know,
did we?
when in Rome.
Okay, yeah,
When in
yeah,
Rome.
because there's no guys around. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, when in
Okay.
Rome.
No married
And no
men.
paparazzi. Apparently in Dubai, no
Oh.
paparazzi.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I feel like you two, we have to worry about me. I fly under the radar. I'm
sure
good.
We don't have to worry about us.
I'm good in Dubai.
Okay.
And just about all straight
Everywhere.
areas.
Yeah, we're good about everywhere.
Okay, well, thank you again to Spotify for hosting. And until next time, bye, guys.